We'll zoom in on here and Ron, and hopefully we have a happy homeowner. Jim, are we a happy homeowner?
Happy homeowner, Dave.
Happy homeowner. All right, and there's get another zoom in on Ron. He's the #1 man here. Just want to take a good gander here of the framework here, the roof system. A couple of things. If you notice this line here, this line is pretty straight. We come about 27 inches off the house. I don't know if you can see this line right here. This is where the skylights are going to be. And so what we have here on this smaller section, we have some 30 by 38s. And as we get in here in the biggest section here, we have some 30 by 54. And this is just all the rough framing for the roof. Tomorrow is sheathing, and then we're going to finish up on the mahogany. I'm not going to zoom in on the mahogany just yet, but this is where we're at. So we have joist 16 on center. The outside perimeter of the skylights are doubled up with the 2x10. We basically head it off just like it's a doorway. You have your double header, top and bottom. And in between here, these are your cripple studs, which basically if you come from this all the way over, these are all 16 on center. This one here is 16. 16, 16 gets the break. This here is 16. It's just the way that it works out. Everything is 16 on center so we can have our plywood ready to go. And what we did here is we centered the skylights in between these posts. It's just all about symmetry. It's all about just symmetry, making sure that everything is square, straight, pleasant to the eye, little attention to detail. Like I said, this you've got these skylights. They're all coming off the wall at the same distance. And again, we back up here. And again, we have, we wanted the biggest skylight, of course, in the biggest section, smaller ones in the smaller, and it's just all centered. You know, as you can see, I don't know if you can see our center mark right here. I don't know if you can see the center mark right there. We take our center mark from post to post. There's the skylight. Center marks. Right. We have our center mark, post to post. That's it. And we're going to do some real clever stuff with the rails. This here, I want to take another quick look here before we go any further. This here is a mahogany edging. If you notice, sometimes when you're doing decks, people will they'll run the decking all the way out and then just run a saw along here. And all you have, and when you're looking on the other side, you see the cut edge of all of the decking. What we're doing here is we're dressing it up so that you see a nice smooth edge on the outside. No fine acts of cannibalism, which is the way I like to call it. Again, here's another look right here. This here is an edging. And what we did here, I want to just, again, I didn't want to get too much into the mahogany. We'll do that the next time around. But this mahogany here, what we did is we put a piece right down the middle. What we did was we separated this 14 by 16 deck, boom, right here, and to this 14 by 8 foot deck. And so what we do is you use this piece of mahogany as a separator, and what that does is it eliminates seams. It eliminates seams. So where this is almost a 30-foot long deck, by putting a spacer in between, we get to use all whole pieces. Otherwise you'd see staggered joints, staggered seams all over the place, and quite honestly, it's ugly. So this is just another little attention to detail from Hallmark Homes. But for the most part, our roof is framed, ready for sheathing. We're going to close the whole thing in with plywood. We're going to worry about cutting the skylights in afterwards because we got some pretty unique skylights going in here. And That's it. Hallmark Homes. We've been framed.
By coming off of it.